Hi, dear students. Our lesson for today, 9-10, subtract mixed numbers. Before we start, we have to revise together what is the meaning of mixed numbers. Mixed numbers are numbers with a whole part in the fraction part, like 3 and 2 out of 7. This called what, teacher? This called a mixed number with a proper fraction part. What about this one? 5 and 9 out of 6. This called mixed number with improper fraction part. To start our lesson for today, we have to know how to name some mixed numbers. Like if I have 6, only 6, how can I make it mixed number? Just I will break 6 apart into two numbers, 5 and 1. We know that 6 equals 5 plus 1. So I will put 5 as it is and put 1 as a fraction part. How, teacher? We know that 1 equals 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4, and so on. So I can change or convert 1 to one of this fraction. Maybe 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5. Or if I have 6 and 1 out of 6, how can I rename this mixed number? Just decompose 6 into 5 and 1. Here I would put 5 as it is plus 1 as it is plus 1 out of 6. Now I want to put 1 as a fraction. I will keep 5 as it is and convert 1 into fraction. So it will be what, teacher? It will be 6 out of 6. Why? Look here, it depends on the denominator in the fraction part. I will put here 1 out of 6. Equals what, teacher? I will keep 5 as it is and start to add 6 out of 6 to 1 out of 6. It will be 7 out of 6. So 5 plus 7 out of 6, 5 and 7 out of 6. Teacher, you mean that 5 and 7 out of 6 equals 6 and 1 out of 6? Yes, teacher. So do I have easier way than this? Yes. If I have a fraction like 6 and 1 out of 6, and I want to rename it, how can I rename it, teacher? Borrow 1 from 6, it will be 5. And keep the denominator as it is. What is the denominator here? 6. Add 6 up. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Let's take another example. If I have 3 and 4 out of 10, how can I rename it? The first step, borrow 1 from 3, it will be 2. Keep the denominator as it is. Then add 10 to 4, it will be 14. Again, 6 and 2 out of 5 equals, borrow 1 from 6, it will be 5. Keep the denominator as it is, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Again, 9 and 3 out of 7 equals, borrow 1 from 9, it will be 8. Keep the denominator as it is, 7. 7 plus 3 equals 10, and so on. Here I can rename the mixed number into another mixed number, and I will tell you why we explain it now. When we subtract mixed number, like 3 and 9 out of 11 minus 2 and 7 out of 11, we have here mixed numbers and the fraction part with the like denominator. So I will subtract the fraction first. 9 out of 11 minus 7 out of 11. I will put 11 as it is and start to subtract 9 minus 7 equals 2. If you notice here that we have the first fraction part is greater than the second fraction part, so I can subtract easily. After we subtract the fraction part, I will subtract the whole part. 3 minus 2 equals 1. This is the first type of the questions. Let's take another problem. If I have 4 and 7 out of 10 minus 1 and 2 out of 10. The first step, I will subtract the fraction part. 7 out of 10 minus 2 out of 10. We have here two fractions with a like denominator. So I will put 10 as it is and start to subtract. 7 minus 2 equals 5. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Now the difference will be 3 and 5 out of 10. But look here to the fraction part. We have a common factor between the numerator and the denominator except 1. So I will divide up and down by the same number to simplify the fraction. I will divide by 5. 5 is a common factor between 5 and 10. So I will put 3 as it is. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And 10 divided by 5 equals 2. This is the second type of subtract mixed numbers. I have the third type. This part is so important. If I have 5 and 1 out of 3 minus 2 and 2 out of 3. I said before we have to start with the fraction part first. 1 out of 3 minus 2 out of 3. But look here, teacher. The first fraction is less than the second fraction, so I can't take 2 out of 3 from 1 out of 3. So what should we do here in this mixed number? I will rename this mixed number. How, teacher? Borrow 1 from 5. It will be 4. And here I will put the denominator as it is 3. Then 3 plus 1 equals 4. What did we do here, teacher? We rename the mixed number, which is 5 and 1 out of 3, minus 2 and 2 out of 3. Now, teacher, can I subtract? Yes. Here I changed the fraction part into a fraction greater than 2 out of 3. Now I will subtract. I will keep 3 as it is. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. So the difference will be 2 and 2 out of 3. Okay, girls, do I have another way to subtract mixed numbers? Yes, by using equivalent fraction. If I have 2 and 2 out of 5 minus 1 and 3 out of 5, how can I solve it, teacher? Here we have the first fraction part is less than the second fraction part, so I can't take away 3 out of 5 from 2 out of 5. So I can rename the first mixed number, but I can solve by a different way. To convert this mixed number into fraction. How, teacher? Just multiply the whole part by the denominator and the product added to the numerator. Let's check it. I will keep 5 as it is. 2 times 5 equals what, teacher? Equals 10. 10 plus 2 more equals 12. Let's check my answer. How many 5 can go into 12? 2 5s and 2 left over. Look here, if I make it division with remainder. 12 divided by 5 equals 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. Subtract. 12 minus 10 equals 2. 2 divided by 5 can't be. There is no more digits to bring it down, so I will put it as remainder. So it will be 2 and the remainder 2 out of 5. Minus, I will convert the second mixed number. Multiply. 1 times 5 equals 5. 5 plus 3 equals 8. It will be 8 out of 5. Equals what, teacher? When we subtract, I will keep the denominator as it is, which is 5. 12 minus 8 equals 4. So the difference will be 4 out of 5. Let's take another example. 3 and 1 out of 6 minus 1 and 3 out of 6 equals, I will convert each mixed number to fraction. 3 times 6 equals 18 plus 1 more, it will be 19 out of 6. Minus 1 times 6 equals 6 plus 3 equals 9. Now I will subtract. When we subtract, I will keep the denominator as it is, which is 6. 19 minus 9 equals 10. Now, teacher, we have improper fraction. I will convert it into what? Into mixed number. How many 6 in 10? Only 1. 10 minus 6 equals 4. I will write 4 up. Let's start our lesson. Find each difference by subtracting mixed numbers or subtracting equivalent fractions. I will solve the first one by subtracting mixed numbers. We have here 8 and 7 out of 8 minus 2 and 4 out of 8. The first step, I will look at the fraction part. Here we have the fraction part in the first number is greater than the fraction part in the second number. So I will subtract easily. Keep the denominator as it is, which is 8. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now I will subtract the whole part. 8 minus 2 equals 6. So the difference will be 6 and 3 out of 8. Look here, we have to check the fraction part. This fraction part is proper fraction. There is any common factor between the numerator and the denominator? No, teacher, so keep it as it is. I can solve it by using equivalent fractions. I will convert the mixed number into improper fraction. Just keep 8 as it is. Multiply 8 times 8 equals 64. Then add the numerator, which is 7. 4 plus 7 equals 11. 1 and carry 1 up, it will be 7. So it would be 71. Minus, keep 8 as it is. 2 times 8 equals 16. 16 and 4 more equals 20. Equals, keep 8 as it is and start to subtract the numerators. 71 minus 20 is 51. After we subtract, we have to convert the improper fraction into mixed number. How many 8 in 51? You can use long division. 51 divided by 8 equals what? How many 8 in 51? 6. 6 times 8 equals 48. Now I will subtract. 51 minus 48 equals 3. So it will be 6 and 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8. The same difference. Okay, I will solve number 11. We have here 4 and 1 out of 8 minus 1 and 4 out of 8. Here the fraction part is less than the fraction part in the second number. So I can rename this fraction part. How, teacher? I'll tell you. Just borrow 1 from 4. It will be 3. And add 8 to 1. 8 plus 1 equals what, teacher? Equals 9 out of 8. So the new mixed number, after we rename it, it will be 3 and the 9 out of 8. Minus, I will put the mixed number as it is, 1 and 4 out of 8. Now I can subtract easily. I renamed this mixed number to make the fraction part greater than this fraction part. Keep 8 as it is. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Here, I will use mixed numbers. 6 and 1 out of 3 minus 5 and 2 out of 3. The first step, I will subtract the fraction part. This fraction part is less than this fraction part. So I will rename it. Just borrow 1 from 6, it will be 5. I will write 5 here. Keep the denominator as it is, which is 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Minus 5 and 2 out of 3. Now I can subtract. I will keep the denominator as it is, 3. In addition or subtraction, we never change the denominator. 4 minus 2 equals 2. Here 5 minus 5 equals 0. So it will be 2 out of 3. 15. 8 and 3 out of 8 minus 3 and 5 out of 8. I will rename the first mixed number. I will borrow 1 from 8, it will be 7. Keep the denominator as it is. 8 plus 3 equals 11. Minus 3 and a 5 out of 8. Look here, in one step we change it. I will subtract the fraction part. Put 8 as it is. 11 minus 5 equals 6. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Look here, teacher, check your fraction part. This proper fraction part. So there is any common factor between the numerator and the denominator? Yes, teacher. Both of them are even numbers. So I can divide by 2 up and down. Why, teacher? 2 is the greatest common factor between them. Let's revise together how to find the factors of any number. Just put 6. 6 equals 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. 3 times 2. Since we repeat the same factor, just stop. We finish it. I will try to find the factors of 8. 1 times 8 itself. 2 times 4. 3 times any number give me 8. No, teacher. After 3 we have 4 times 2 since we repeat the same factor, so stop, there is no more factors. I will check where is the common factor. The factors that appears here with 6 and appears here with 8, which is 2. Now I will divide by 2 out of 2. Keep 4 as it is. 6 divided by 2 equals 3 and 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So the difference will be 4 and 3 out of 4. Now we finished our video for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time, inshallah. Goodbye.